I hope this shows up. Look at the way Gizmo looks at me. He has this way where he turns to the side. Whoa! He does good though. He maneuvers with the big guys. I think he must have gotten his nut because there he goes. It is leaf deployment day here. We've had just snow and snow and snow and cold and cold and cold, and I can hear the squirrels all scrambling to try to bring leaves to their cabins. So I'm going to take one of these bags of leaves that I saved in the garage and then the rest of this one and deposit them. When I made this, I didn't know if the design would hold up in the winter. Looks like it'll move. Yeah, it moves. All right, so yeah, this one they didn't actually use much. I stuffed leaves in here. They can get in, they get up into a loft and can grab the leaves, but obviously they haven't used it much, so that one I don't need to refill. And there's a bunch of leaves under here, so I deployed it on a pile of leaves, so they might be taking just from the leaves under instead of going into the loft. So I've been stocking this thing with leaves. I see somebody's in here right now. I saw you peeking. What? Everyone's in bed right now. Nobody plans to have too many kids, and I shouldn't say there's too many because I love everyone and I don't want any one of them to go anywhere, but you know, it's like a woman and then one day she wakes up and she has 5 kids screaming, and it's not like the squirrels scream. Anyway, it just changes your life. On the Squirrel Channel, we talk about squirrels who go on hiatus and they just go missing for 6-8 months. Condo Girl went missing for 6 months before, and right now she's missing for 6 again. No, more than 6. The first time she left for 6 months, I highly suspected this is where she came to live. And this last time I also thought this is where she came to live because there were tons of nuts. And why wouldn't you if you're a squirrel? Why wouldn't you want to live right here? Why would you choose to be around a house? You know, there's protections that I offer, but this is beautiful. So they make their own choices. Some stay, some go, some make it back. But this is beautiful. I can't fault anyone for choosing this, because if I could just set a tent up and live out here, I guess I would. Where'd they go? There's 3 of them. There's a tail. There's 3 black squirrels. They're having a mating chase. I put some nuts at the base of the tree. Here he's looking down. He's making the male sound, so that's clearly a male. I never thought I'd be able to know from this far away the gender of a squirrel. I didn't even know I'd be able to figure it out up close. But by the sound he just made, it's clear he's a male. Hear it? There's a woodpecker behind me. That was the sound. He's all the way up there and I can tell he's a male. How awesome is that? Didn't read it in a book, can't read it in a book. But you just observe. He's a frustrated male. And right here is Rio's playground. There's a slope over there. We'll be over there in a while. All this. She lives, this is where she lives. Would that not make a really cool squirrel igloo if it weren't a filled up log? So I think what would be cool would be getting wood hollowed out and then putting it on its side like that to make an igloo for winter. Well, I'm in the woods and there's a tank out here. I don't know if it's one of ours. Sweet tank? I've been finding like little hollows under trees, like right here, and leaving nuts. And on this one, I left 2 nuts. I see there's 2 squirrels over here, a black one, and there's a fox squirrel somewhere wandering around. So this is what they're dealing with, is like, you know, even if you remembered where you left your nut, you got to dig through the snow, then try to get through the ground, which is super hard. And I'm still not at the ground here. I don't know how deep it actually goes. And then there's going to be leaves, and then there's going to be frozen ground. So to try to get at a nut that they buried, it's going to be really hard. So That's why I'm leaving. You can see plenty of tracks everywhere. So this is a different woods than where L'Oreal lives. This is Rio's woods. And she lives out in the real world here. Well, Rio must have gotten fed up waiting for me. I've been going there and dropping nuts in her depots, but I don't know if someone else is eating them. Anyway, here's Rio. I just opened, she was at the front door. I don't remember the last time she was here. Look at her go. Oh, here's Rio. It's really icy, so it's hard to, and she always, oh, there you go, sweetie. She always has balance issues anyway. But it only gets worse on the ice, I'm sure.